What is up, everybody? I hope you're having a blessed day. I'm going to be going over on how I'm writing effects, or how I'm integrating that interaction between my beat and some effects right here. But I do have my glasses on. I want to make a beat. I'm feeling awesome. I've been having fun with this machine. And remember, if you want to pick one up, you can pick some up through Zounds. They have great payment plans. You don't need no background credit check. You could go ahead and purchase it today and start making payments with them. Let's get right into it. All right, let's go right into this sampler and start recording this record right here. Yeah. Oh, okay, we got something right here. Let's go to the sample view. Let's tune this down. Let's go at about -5 semitones. Let's record this. Yeah. Get some samples in here. Yo, I've been using this Marco Polo Port Authority drum kit. Is honestly my favorite drum kit right now that I'm using. And lately, I've just been using this one over and over. It's called For the Future. This folder right here has some really, really good sounds. Let's get an empty pad right here and let's record a different section. Oh. Yeah. All right, let's get that in a brand new sequence. All right, let's see what we have right here on these two separate sequences. All right. So with the effects on this, I've been having a lot of fun with this FXs Beat player. And the way I'm using it is, if you jump in from your sequence, you go into FXs Beat. Right here, you have a few options. You could quantize this, so whenever you hit a pad and you engage the plugin, it'll wait after a bar and then it turns on and off. I want to get this to not be turned on. I want to be able to press some of these pads and engage the effect and disengage it, so I can kind of interact with what I'm doing freely. And then down here where it says loop or one shot, put it on loop. If it's on one shot, it's just going to play one bar of the effect and then it goes back to turned off. I want to be able to just leave it on loop, so I'll loop until I want to switch to a different effect. And then this mix knob, I go all the way down to 0, so it's turned off right now. So if I hit play and I have one of these pads engaged or one of these effects engaged, I'm not going to hear nothing because the mix is all the way at 0. But as I'm playing back my beat, I'll turn it on, get some effect, and then I decide when I want to turn it back off so I can play freely. So it's a lot better that way because, again, I have control when I want to turn it off, and I'm able to just suppress different pads. And for different beats, different tempos, some of these will sound better than others. It's just a lot better to perform the effects on FX Beat like this, because if you have it on the default setting, it's kind of locked into the grid, and I don't like the sound of that. I like to be able to ride it freely. The only thing that's a little hard right now is if I'm in sequence, so I have my intro right here, and then I want to have this Flex Beat turned on so I could kind of jump through sequences without having to leave that page. Because as soon as it goes from sequence 1 to sequence 2, I want to throw some effects, and I just have to be fast and jump between pages. I'll show you what I mean right here. And I have to jump. And then I have to jump back to the sequence. It'd be cool if I could somehow switch sequences without leaving this page right here, because it's in between those sequences that I want to add or put some drops right there. I could do it, but it's just, you got to be quick and bank between sequence view and your Flex Beat. And real quick, let's go over, I want to show a little bit of the effects knobs right here. These are really cool. You could put it global so it can affect your entire beat, like all of the pads, or you could select certain pads and add reverb, delay. You could add certain plugs, well, I kind of call them plugins, to specific pads. Let me show you how that's done. Again, let me make a beat real quick. You guys can skip over. I'll leave timestamps to the section where I'm explaining this. But if you're wanting to hang out with me and watch me make a beat, let's flip another sample right here. Okay, so we got a guitar sample right here, and look, it's only on the left speaker that I got that signal. I could re-record this into a mono channel if I want to do it again, but let's just keep going. Let's keep this the way it is. You might be hearing the guitar on one side for right now, but we'll add some effects and we'll open it up a little more. Right there. Let's go to tune. Let's tune this down. Okay, all right. Let's, I don't know, maybe I could even tune this down a bit more. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Let's get some drums in here. I'm going to use the same kit as I did previously. These shots sound awesome. Let's get a bass. All right, so let's say right here, I want to add some effects to that guitar and just open it up a little bit. I don't want it to affect all of my pads. I only want to select the sample where I have that guitar. I select that pad, and I'm able to just come into these effects right here. I don't know, there's reverbs, delays. Let's try some delays. Let's listen to how this sounds. It's only going to affect the guitar pad, wherever that sample's at. It's not going to affect the entire beat. I just want to add this plug to a sound. So let's hear how this sounds. For some reverbs right here. I can engage it as soon as I jump over. All right, now what's cool about these knob effects is that you can keep this engaged. As you see, if it's in yellow, that means that any page that I'm on, whether I'm on the sequence page or the sample view page, I'm able to write these effects at any moment as long as this knob effect is engaged. If I turn it off, now these encoders will not affect those effects. If I turn it on, it stays like that. So that's pretty cool because I'm able to prepare between sequences and do some changes if I need to. I can still mess with the knob effects even though I'm on Flex Beat. I know we went over 2 beats, or I just did 2 different flips. I have fun doing this. This is me being a kid right now, and of course, when I make videos, I want to talk and probably share some of my ideas, but I enjoy making beats, and hopefully, I could always feel this excitement and joy when it comes down to filming videos and being able to have fun, make a beat with you guys. Look, the MPC sample is it's really fun, man. Like I was just doing a Q&A yesterday on my Instagram. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me. I'll leave a link right here. I do a lot of Q&As right there, and I just do my best to better understand just the people that I have on my channel or that follow me. And yes, there's so many questions. I did my best to get to all of them. There's a lot of stuff that I still do not know here on the sample. But just to answer a few questions off the top of my head that I remember is the MPC sample compared to the MPC one, it's almost close to the price range. Should you just save more money and get the MPC one, or what? Is that worth it? Look, I can't really compare it to any other MPC because this is its own software. It's not something that you should expect to have features from any of the other MPCs moved over right here. I was surprised that they have warping. There is warping, and the warping does sound good. I remember I used to hate warping even on the older MPCs, but once they upgraded the algorithm of it, it sounds great. This right here is only 2 gigs of RAM, and the warping on this sounds great. I would use it. I actually am surprised on how good they were able to make it sound. Another thing that I read is this little pad right here. This is helpful. Some people are laughing at it because, you know, what's up with this little strip? But if you already have this MPC sample, you'll notice that you're resting your hands right here quite often as you're moving around. And if this wasn't here, if it was just a piece of plastic, it would be very uncomfortable. So I love this small pad. It's definitely something that needs to be there. And when it comes down to just building an entire beat, or is this just a scratch paper or a scratch pad to just jot out ideas? It just depends on how you make music. I myself, I'm very simple. This is good enough for me to make entire beats on this. As you saw right now, I just chopped up some samples, some drums, I put a bass line. That's all I use for most of my beats. Even if I'm on the MPC XL, it's a similar workflow where 3 tracks. But if you're someone that uses tons of different tracks, and you could still do it right here, you could record onto your pads, but maybe you will be feeling very limited, wanting to expand your creativity. So in that case, yes, go over to an MPC one or any of the newer MPCs. But if you're boom bap, sample, drums, and bass type of person, this right here, you could make entire beats on it. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Let me know down in the comments what you want to watch next. I'll be filming a lot of videos on this small device, not because I have to or I feel like I have to, but I truly am having fun just flipping beats. As you saw right here, I hardly do 2 beats on one video, but it's just so fast. It's so fun. There's not a lot of plugins, a lot of settings, a lot of digging around like the other MPCs. It's a big world trying to figure out this big machine. This right here, a very simple OS, very easy to use, and you'll be making beats left and right. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. I'll catch y'all on our next one. Peace.